in the article Co-Planning, Co-Implementing Assessment and Evaluation Strategies for Inquiring Learner, the sentence that stated, shared observations can be more comprehensive and reliable than the efforts of a single educator. That was my aha moment. When I had had student teachers in the past, we would reflect on what happened during the day. We would look at which child needed to be challenged more, which ones might need a little extra help, at the teacher table. And sometimes my student teacher would notice things I didn't notice, and vice versa. But to see it in print, that really validated what I was doing in my classroom. We were analyzing the data collected throughout the day, even though it was informal. But to use the librarian as well, that would be a bonus. Utilizing the librarian to co-analyze data was something new for me to consider. Collaborating transforms teaching and learning by, and this is truly a collaboration with all these names, Shirley Simmons, Lee Nelson, Catherine Roots, Louis Teresa Lanford, Martha Pangburn, Chloe Summers, Lauren Schrank Patterson. This article was published November 1st, 2020. I had been in an elementary mindset for such a long time. It's been probably a decade or longer since I've taught middle school and upper grades, that I forgot to really consider the upper grades. And this article reminded me how important it was to consider the upper grades and how important it was to have the librarian involved with them as well as the lower grades. This article discusses using the librarian at 3 levels. You use them at the elementary, the middle school, and the high school. And they were using them to analyze, collaborate, and to conference with the students. My aha moment for that one was the librarian conference with the students. Wow, librarians usually teach the lesson. They have a makerspace, little creative thing, and then they check out the books and out they go. But to create a lesson and implement it with the librarian and have the librarian sit in and look at that data with you, she might notice even more things than you would have not noticed before. That was really eye-opening for me. Now, how I would probably use this data to help improve and tweak my makerspace if I was a librarian or when I become one. That's one of the things I would do with this data collection. And then I would take my lessons and I would tweak them more, because if there's an area where the kids need to grow, then I need to help that teacher. I need to collaborate with them and get with them and see how I can help them. I could plan my instruction, as I said, to support the teacher and the student. 2 of the challenges I see are having students create rubrics. It's not going to happen with K through first. The little ones don't quite understand why they need a rubric. I would guide them, and we would create that rubric, and we would use pictures and words to help the readers and the non-readers. And I will show you what I mean by that in a minute, because I actually did create one. Now, when I taught older grades, 4th and 7th and 8th, the kids enjoyed creating a rubric. It gave them ownership, and it gave them the opportunity to strive and do better because they wanted to reach the goals that they had set for themselves. The other challenge I see is that data could be skewed depending on the day that the student is having, especially with little ones. Maybe they came to school hungry, they didn't take their medicine, they didn't sleep well the night before. That's when you need to have more of a running record or a log to keep that information. And I see that being a struggle, because you want to keep track if they're meeting their goals, but you need to see if they're not meeting their goals that day or that week or that month, why? Because that could be a big issue for them. I was going to share my rubric with you guys that I had used with my little ones when I talked about the pictures and the words, but I couldn't pause my video and then show it to you. It did weird things. Who knows? It's technology, it's magic. But if you're interested in what I'm talking about, you can email me and I will be more than happy to show you what I mean with the rubric that has words and pictures on it. Thank you and have a great day.